see you in there. Well, I'm going to show you how to kiss that bland tofu goodbye. Southern cooking is characterized by rich, buttery, sugary goodness. And vegan cooking is characterized by healthy, but kind of tastes like an old gym sock. All that is over. I'm going to show you how to make a down-home, slap your mama 4-course vegan meal. I'm going to show you how to make good food that's good for the soul. You coming? How'd you get in there? Southern fried tofu before anything else, because the southern fried tofu we're going to have to create a brine for. And those of you who don't know what a brine is kind of a salty concoction. So we're going to make our brine with pineapple slices, which provides the acid. I myself am allergic to fresh pineapple, so sorry, we're going to have to go the canned route so I don't die. Okay, and then we have the soy sauce, or tamara sauce. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait, it's a little blurry. Let me cut back here. Yes, this is soy sauce, tamara sauce, and then your old favorite, apple cider vinegar. But first, let's cut the tofu up. Okay, so in order to start this brine, you need a bowl, you need tofu. Okay, cut your tofu into 12 slices, but this one we're gonna make a little bigger than just 12 slices. Let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut mine over, make it, there we go. So now we have 10. I like my tofu a little bigger than most people do, so I don't like to cut it that thin, so we stay with 10 slices. So what you're gonna do, take your tofu, I don't know if all this tofu is gonna fit in this bowl, put it in your bowl, open your pineapple juice, can you see that? Here we go. Open the pineapple juice, pour the pineapple juice over the tofu. Here. We got our soy sauce. Woohoo! Soy sauce. You want to pour a little soy sauce over there. You're really going to want this to kind of be submerged. So, and then we're going to add our apple cider vinegar. If I can get it open. Here we go, and then I'm going to add apple cider vinegar. Okay, so that is your first round of tofu. There we go, can you see that? Okay, so you got the tofu soaking in these juices. Oh my God, that actually smells really delicious. I wish you could be here. This is absolutely delicious, but you're cooking with me. You're going to smell it too. So, what you need to do from this point, you need to cover your tofu and then put it in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. That's the maximum time. So we're going to cover this up and we're going to put it in the refrigerator. The main event. I got you. It is time for the Southern fried tofu, right? Southern fried tofu is amazing. And This is definitely one of my favorite things to make. It's one of my favorite things to make at least 3 or 4 times a week. Here we go. So, your mixture, your concoction, your tofu concoction and mixture should have brined for about 4 hours. This was our soy sauce, our pineapple juice, and apple cider vinegar. It actually smells really great. It's really delicious. Okay, so our next step is creating a buttermilk bath for it. So we're going to dip this tofu into our buttermilk bath, and to create our buttermilk, ignore that, to create our buttermilk bath for our tofu, you definitely want to add yogurt. This is going to be vegan yogurt. So we're going to take a little vegan yogurt. Oh, get it all up in there. Get it all up in there. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes. Okay, there we go. I like to talk to my food while I'm cooking. I feel like it adds a little bit more flavor, a little bit more excitement if you give your food voices. I don't have a voice for tofu yet, but we're going to work on that in the next video. Here we go. This is my stirring buttermilk voice. Yes, baby. Yes. Yes. Anyway. Okay, get that all kind of mixed up. It's going to be kind of thick. Kind of thick. There we go. There we go. Make sure. So you're going to have a little bit of thickness to it. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. There you go. Okay. So we're going to let that sit for a second. Won't need this. Okay. So then, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to move over here. And as you saw in our previous shot, you put a little bit of paprika in it. Or whatever seasonings you actually like. Not everybody seasons their chicken the same way. And we're going to season this like you would definitely season your own fried chicken. But this time it's fried tofu. So I got a little bit of onion powder in there. We did a little bit of black pepper. We're going to do a little bit of roasted coriander. Not everybody likes coriander. I love coriander. So, if I can actually get this open. So we got some sea salt. And we're just going to do a little sea salt. There we go. All right. Okay. My Matthew McConaughey voice right there. Worst Matthew McConaughey impersonation of all time. Okay, so we're going to take our tofu. You can use your hands, whatever you want to do. You can use a little clippy thing. I like using my hands. I like getting involved in my food. So you want to coat that really well. Really well. Here we go. There you go. Now you put it in your mixture. You should sift your mixture a little bit. I sifted with my tofu. I should have sifted it before I put the tofu in, but it didn't ruin anything. Just mix it up with your fingers. And there you have a breaded piece of tofu. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. I think it's too close. There it goes. There goes your breaded piece of tofu. Here we go. So we go through every single piece. So you just start a little assembly line. You see that? Get a little assembly line going. Flip it around. Flap it up, slip it. Wait, how's that go? Wait. Slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no? I don't know. How's it go, cameraman? How's it go? Wait, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! What is that? If you guys know what song that is, leave it in the comments below. I think it's Belle Biv DeVoe, right? I don't know. We can go. Let's see. So here we are in my Paisley crib. Anyway, we're actually getting to the part where we're frying the tofu. I know, it's been such a long journey, but we're finally here. You ready? Okay, I like to use little tongs. You can use your fingers, but the tongs minimize you getting burnt. Nothing feels worse than getting a burnt little grease pop on you. Makes you want to run out the kitchen. Especially if you're cooking naked. If you're cooking naked, use tongs. It's happened. Don't front like you ain't cooked bacon naked. Don't front like you ain't never cooked grease in your underwear. We know. We know. Here we go. So put each piece in. So each piece of tofu. Actually, all this will probably fry for about a good 4 or 5 minutes. You want to turn it over regularly. You want to check on it. Look at that. Oh my God. Here, I gotta show you it. So this is what it should normally look like. I don't know if you can really get a good view of that. There you go. There it goes. There you go. It looks all good and yummy and oh my God. This is going to be delicious. Your guests are going to love this. The idea of southern fried tofu. All the yumminess, none of the fat. Here we go. Oh yeah, son. Yeah. And it still smells great from our brine. The brine pretty much makes a big difference in how this cooks, the texture of the food, the taste of the food especially. Like, oh, if you could smell this, oh my God. This is, yeah. I wish you had smell-o-vision because this is delicious. I'm kind of going out the scene, but here we go. Okay, we're going to cut to a little close-up on that. Okay, so you're going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. As you can already see, it's starting to brown towards the edges, and you can't smell it, but I can. You would also start to smell a kind of sweet, spicy flavor. Not necessarily too spicy, but it's going to be a definitely kind of sweet flavor. Oh, and then about 2 minutes, flip it over. Yes, that is beautiful. Perfectly brown. It's going to be crunchy. It's going to be delicious. It's southern fried tofu. This is one of my favorite meals, and it's a meal I came up with when I was broke and vegan at the beginning. So when you're at the beginning, you think vegan food costs a lot. You think it costs a lot to like buy fresh vegetables and all that, but it really costs more to go out and buy that Morningstar and all that. It actually is cheaper to get a cookbook and teach yourself how to cook. But this is something that I came upon about 8 years ago. So I call this my southern curry. Why is it a southern curry? Because we're going to chop up some collard greens. Collard greens is real southern, y'all. I feel like I should be playing, what is it? I feel like I should be playing Atlians. Just 2 dope boys in a Cadillac. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Yeah, we need to get some real southern music up in here. I need some gospel voices. Andre, big boy, come through, cook. You know you want some. I mean, of this curry. I'm just saying. Okay, so you can chop it up as fine as you want. I'm just grabbing the clumps of it. Get real southern with it, because there's nothing more southern than collard greens. Nothing. Not Matthew McConaughey. Not Andre and Big Boy. There's nothing more southern than collard greens. Let's see. Okay, so we are all chopped up. You could chop it up more. You could leave them bigger. I like a little bit of a, I like a more medium cut for that. So we're gonna move this out of the way, and then this is our sweet potatoes, right? These are our sweet potatoes. Yum. And the juice around it, since we know that sweet potatoes normally don't have around it, this is a sugar-water combination to sweeten it up a little bit. So we're gonna put that off to the side. This is our pot. Okay. We got our oil. This is our oil. Pouring it in right now. I like to do a little oil first. That way when we put it on the stove, it'll have a little heating base in it. This is oil. And this time, let me not try to spill maple syrup all over the table. So this has got our maple syrup in it. Oh yeah. We're going with maple syrup because, you know, we love the bees. So we're gonna definitely we're not gonna be hitting up the honey train too much. Sorry for all you Pooh Bears out there, but we're using maple syrup this time. If you're not vegan, you can use honey if you want. I wouldn't suggest it because, you know, I love the bees. We love bees around here. And I want you to pour all of this in. You see that? Pour in all of your sweet potatoes. Yep. Okay, so we set this off to the side. We're going to set all these off to the side. And then we're going to add in our collard greens before we take it to the stove. So, big batch of collard greens right there. And I like to think that this part of the Slap Your Mama 4-course vegan dinner is actually where you start to feel the urge to maybe slap your mama. But you ain't tasted yet, so you don't know what's about to happen. But, okay, so we put this all in the pot, and we're going to take this to the stove. We want to do a little bit of mixing first. I mean, you're going to keep stirring it on the stove continuously because there's tons of sugar in this. I said vegan. I didn't say we was going to be all that healthy. I just said vegan. And normally, the collard green sweet potato mixture comes with lots of heavy fat, lots of bacon, you know, grandma style. Southern grandmas love bacon. They love lard. But I mean, that's what makes Southern food good. I'm not going to lie. Like that buttery, bacony goodness, we know we love that. We know we love that. Grandma's cooking is the best. But I'm going to show you a new way to cook that's just as good. I mean, I ain't going to say I can cook like anybody's grandma. Let's be 100. Nobody cooks like grandma. But I'm going to show you a way in which to modify the recipes so you can get as close to that Southern grandma recipe as you can get. I like to mix it up before we stick it on the stove. But with that all done, we're going to take it to the stove now. This also smells delicious. You not only get the smell of the greens and the sweet potatoes, but you get the smell of the maple syrup, and it just, oh my God, it just envelops your nose. We're at the sweet hallelujah jalapeno cornbread, or otherwise known as the Hallelujah Holla Back cornbread, if you so want to call it. We got the cornbread mix, Jiffy. Jiffy's always vegan. We got vegan yogurt, because in order to replace eggs, you're going to need something to be able to make it still rise. And yogurt offers a great way to make it rise, but unlike eggs, yogurt will not dry out your baked goods. So even if you're not vegan, yogurt is a good alternative to eggs because it'll make your baked goods fluffier and creamier. Let's see, we got some soy milk here. We only got 1/3. We're not going to make a lot. We have some jalapeno juice. I don't know if you can see that. That's the jalapeno juice. And, of course, we have jalapenos. Okay, I'm doing the most. Okay, so I'm going to show you to make sweet hallelujah jalapeno cornbread right now. Hallelujah, holla back cornbread. Okay, so we're going to start this process off. Okay, there we go. Man, there's a lot of packaging. They ain't really trying to have you eat these, are they? Okay, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, we empty all our mix in there, and then we hit them with the hit them with the yogurt. Hit it with that pow pow. Here we go. Okay, and that came out all together. Okay, and then you want to mix in your 1/3 alternative milk. In this session, we used almond milk, but you can use soy milk. You can use rice milk. Rice milk's going to be a little thinner, so you might want to use a little bit more of product. So we're using almond milk in this one, as you can see. Almond milk, yeah. Here we go. We pour that in. And with the jalapeno juice, you don't have to use all of it. It depends on how much of a kick that you want in your cornbread. I like a little bit more of a kick than most people, so I'm going to use all that. But if you're not one who likes a kick, use half of it. Here we go. And we save the jalapenos until later. There we go. Now we mix that around. Okay, now that we've mixed our hallelujah holla back cornbread muffins, or sweet hallelujah jalapeno cornbread muffins. Now it's time for us to put them into their little home. It's time for that part. This is where we're going to actually use the jalapenos that we had earlier. This is where we use the juice from. Okay, so as you already know, you don't have to put a lot in. You could fill these halfway up. Ooh, you might want to be neater than I am. Maybe get another spoon. Here we go. My hands are clean. Don't worry, guys. Okay, so you only want to fill it halfway up. And the batter is vegan. And it's delicious. You have no clue what you're missing out on. This is absolutely delicious. I mean, I don't want to say it's going to change your life, but it might just change your life. Just putting it out there. And here's where our jalapeno comes in. So, easy. Jalapeno is the decoration. So you stick your jalapeno right in the middle. Here we go. Here we go. And if you want to, you can eat the jalapeno straight. So there we go. So we have all our jalapeno toppings on top. And this is important. This is really important. Let me get this. Here we go. So, if you have empty cups when you're cooking cupcakes or muffins or any baked goods, you want to put a little bit of water into every single cup. Not only will this keep those, not only will it keep these from burning, you know, it's empty, it's not oiled or anything. It will also make sure that your muffins will be a lot more moist when they come out. So, this is officially how you make sweet hallelujah jalapeno cornbread muffins, or hallelujah holla back cornbread muffins. We're going to preheat our oven to 350, and we're going to let these cook for about 12 minutes. And well, make sure you're checking on the process too, because 12 minutes is not an approximate. 12 minutes is according to an average of oven. So, let's get this baby in the oven now, shall we? Okay, for the jalapeno muffins, you want to set your oven to 350, and then we're going to put cook time. And for this oven, I'm going to go a little bit longer than the recommended 12 minutes, because I know that this oven cooks a little bit slower. Okay, so we're going to go to 15 minutes. We are making vegan French silk pie, which, despite it being French and silky, is still a very southern mainstay. We already got some pudding mix in here. You can make some from scratch, but I don't really make them from scratch. You can definitely get some organic, vegan, non-gelatin pudding mix. The chocolatey fudge kind is my favorite. Here we go. So, we want to start out with a cup of a alternative milk substitute, because considering that it's not actually milk, the consistency might not be the same way as if you were just using directions for milk. So I like to go slow, make sure that everything's getting mixed. If I need more soy milk, see, like this is very grainy, which tells me, yeah, if it's looking pasty, add more soy milk. Let's see, there we go. We're adding a little soy milk for that ass. I mean, you didn't hear that. That wasn't said. I didn't play that. Here we go. Alright, we're going to slowly add in another cup. Get rid of all these lumps. Make it look pretty. Trying to stir with one hand. I got one hand in my pocket and the other is pouring soy milk in a bowl. Somewhere Alanis Morissette is rolling in her king-size California bed. Here we go. So we gotta get all up in there. Get up all in it. Mix it up. Get your little arm workout for the day. Get yourself some muscles, because anybody knows if you're cooking from scratch, You're definitely gonna have to get some arm work into it. Put your arm in it, put your neck in it, put your foot in it. Southern cooking isn't easy. I'm gonna let you guys know. Southern cooking is not easy. That's what makes it so delicious. The fact that it's got hard work, it's got love, it's got patience in it. And I think definitely the idea of veganism mixed with Southern cooking only brings more of that love in. I'm seeing it get a lot smoother. Still not as smooth as I like it. So I'm gonna go with another cup of my friendly alternative milk substitute. So right now at this point we're about 3 cups in. Okay, there we go. And I think I'm going to find the right consistency I want now. Oh yeah, mixing it. Oh yeah, yeah. Dance with the bowl, dance with the bowl. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, I love cooking. You should love cooking too. You should be dancing around the kitchen with your mixing bowl also. Okay, so that's done. So we smooth that on out. So what's our next step? Our next step is we got ourselves a little pie crust right here. And I'm going to take this giant cartoon-sized bowl. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to take this giant cartoon-sized bowl. And I'm going to, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but here we go. This bowl's bigger than me. Well, okay, maybe just bigger than my head. Without the hair. If you add in the hair, then it's definitely not as big as my head. But, here we go. Oh yeah, son. Oh yeah. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. We gonna eat the silk pie. There we go. There we go. Yep. And then afterwards you can lick the bowl. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. And what you need to do at this point, before we add Cool Whip or anything else, you need to put its little lid back on. I'm a modern girl in a modern world. And most of us do not have time to make home crust. But there are many vegan, organic, vegetarian options at your local grocery store in the bakery section. So we're going to seal that, and then we're going to take it to the freezer.
That's all, folks. Hit that beat like King Kong, like hit that beat like hit that beat like that. Hit that beat like King Kong, like Tarzan, like King Kong, like what the fuck is she on? My mind is like a spaceship.